Well, looks like I'm merging these videos together in my video editor. But one other thing I did was for this rear, if you unscrew this, not unscrew, unbolt it, this lower window chrome trim actually just pops right up. So since this chrome trim is right, I had to kind of move it towards me, and then it basically just came out, cleaned underneath that, cleaned it itself, and then when you put this back together, make sure to put it in this first, so like that, and the rest of it should just fall down. I did get this one. I tried unscrewing it, but I just want to come out, so I just decided to leave it. After all, it's not really too bad. But this lower door panel right here, another thing I did was removed these black holding things in, I don't know what size it is. I think it's an 8. It might be bigger. And then I got some, like, this red thing was in there for some reason. No idea what that is. It's kind of plasticky, but that is something else I did. And another thing, that master switch housing I didn't need it. It was in too bad shape, and what I ended up doing was taking this into my apartment, buffing this out with plastic polish, taking the buttons out of this door switch housing, cleaning them up, spraying silicone spray on them to get them nice and clicky and clean. And then I found it wasn't broken, actually. I was just missing a clip, and it wasn't even missing it because it was just down here. So somebody had this out before for some reason, probably to remove the door panel. I think, I'm not sure, but I did get that, and now it sits nice and flush. Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Talk About video. This one I'm doing a lot, so I might as well give you guys an update, and I probably won't upload this till I get home. But you can see the seat and the center console are both out, and there's a lot of stuff going on in this garage. So a bunch of things I did, as I'm finally here in my father's garage, is I took apart these headlights again. There was condensation buildup in them, so I disconnected everything, took out the headlights, the bulbs themselves, set them inside, waited till the humidity was 40%, set them next to the dehumidifier, waited till the water was out, put it back together, make sure to clean the seals and whatnot, and then buffed them with the headlight cleaner I have with a brush wheel. And then I did the same thing to this one, not took it apart, but I did buff that too. Another thing I did was some reason I had this part. Oh yeah, I had the airbox taken apart, and I just kind of cleaned these bolts that hold it down. There's only 3 of them. Disconnect those 2 wire clamps and it comes right out. And right in here, I replaced the exhaust manifold, but I snapped through the bolts. So it's kind of just held in there with friction, which is probably a dumb idea. I might remove that. I'm probably going to remove that before I head up to the shop up in upper Minnesota. But hopefully they'll be able to get those bolts on and put them in. Now, probably want to see is the inside of the car. But here you go. This is it. I've finished. I'm done extracting these carpets. I've took a brush wheel with an attachment and just zzz all around them, so that way it was clean. Now this one I did go over multiple times, but that is just really baked in there, so I tried my best. And it smells good in here. Definitely, it wasn't black, but it was like brown color after I was done extracting. Take the front and the other seat out, pull them out, and then the center console just lifts right up, and that's how that got out. Looks pretty good here. It's like you sit in here and it's a Lincoln limo. Got all that legroom. So definitely took some pictures of that, and then extracted these carpets on the side of the door panel. So I'm just throwing words out here, but hopefully you know what I mean. For the tech full mats, one of the wire wheels I used, so I still got to put this back, and there's that clip. And what I'm doing to the seats is I'm extracting the carpet that's here on the sides. Now this is really smooth. I took carpet extractor to that, which is that thing with the attachment. Use the wire wheel on it, the big one, which is right there, and then kind of use that to toughen this up, and then extracted it. And then I'm using leather conditioner to get all the seats all the surfaces wiped off and clean, and then using this with very low force to kind of just lightly get any stuff that's kind of really baked into the leather. But this is good leather, so it isn't too bad. Now the battery is disconnected. I'm going to leave it though, setting overnight to probably clear some modules and get kind of a fresh start. This is the driver's seat, and what I'm doing here is I reversed it upside down, and then I silicone sprayed everything that's metal touching, so it wouldn't like creak and crack. That was a good solution, but since I'm here, I'm doing it again. And I have grease still and I put grease on the gears on all moving parts, and I was looking for a planetary gear set, because this is like a lot of stuff moving. And I looked to my left, and it's right there. There's just a bunch of gears mashed in there with grease from probably 2005, late 2005. So I re-greased that, and then I'm going to dielectric grease all the connectors I can see with this stuff. If I take out a connector, it's getting this on it. Just kind of preemptive maintenance, I suppose. But that is what I'm doing currently. This has taken me quite a bit. I've been working on this almost all day. Car is really shiny. I plan on clay bonding it and paste waxing it again, but this time it'll be in a nice garage, and I'm going to wash it and going to let it sit here when I get back. Now the seat bolts, those two are gone. One of them still in there. I thought it were the right ones, but they're not. The ones in this car are slightly big. And also what I did, yeah, since the seats are here, I'm doing a lot. I might go over that. But what I did is I took the small brush and then took some Armor All and sprayed it on here, since this was really dirty and grimed up. And then what I did was just use this and then that cleaned them off pretty well. But it looks like I gotta do this again because I didn't get it too well. And then I'm taking a wire brush to all the metal parts and cleaning them off like this. I did have an angle grinder, but I had the wire brush attachments. And the center console, it has just lots of surface rust on it. So what I did was I took the best I could a wire wheel to this, each corners, but my hand couldn't take it. It's an old one, so my hand would just vibrate and like crazy, and I just couldn't take it anymore. But I also, yes, I extracted this carpet here as well, and then used the wire brush, that brush, to scuff this up and extracted it. Also cleaning just absolutely everything. This car has to be immaculate. This is a showroom car, on the road, daily driver. And that's what I'm doing. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time on the next episode of what I am doing to my car. What is Ben doing this time? Now I have removed the air baffle leading to the back. Once you have this off, there's these plastic clips right here. And you have to disengage them. What I did was I took a big flathead and went from this side to get this one. Just pry right in there, kind of wiggle it till you release this one, and then do the bottom. And then there's these screws holding thing into that. Goes right here, and then for the other side, and then those 4 Phillips head screws like this. Take those out. They are quite long, and then this should just pull right out, and so does this. You might have to wiggle this around a little bit, but more to clean. Awesome. And that's where I'm at. And this is the other emerge. I got the armrest. I got the seats all cleaned up and stuff cleaned up in there too. And now the center armrest, I'm figuring out how they put this thing together, which is pretty cool. So take off the handle, and then there reveals 4 screws. One here, here, oh, sorry for that. And then here, and here. And then this piece just comes up. And then I clean it underneath, applying some leather conditioner to this all around here. Getting a lot of hair out of here. And then I might use this to just kind of go around in there. And then I'll put this thing back together. I think that'll be it for now. for now, until I figure out something else to do.